It's permissible to make intention all the way until midday. Midday is basically if you take the time of Dhuhr, which the Dhuhr starts after the sun declines, right? When the sun starts going down from the center point, that's Dhuhr, right? So just to give you a quick khulasa, Fajr begins, there's two dawns, right? One is false dawn and then one is true dawn, right? So false dawn is when the light, it goes in the sky vertically, right? It goes up. The light shoots. If you look online, you can find pictures and stuff. The light goes up. True dawn, which is when Fajr actually starts, is when the light spreads across the horizon. Okay? So light will spread across the horizon. That's when Fajr starts. Fajr ends, obviously. When does Fajr end?
Fajr ends at sunset.
Sunrise.
Sunrise.
Yeah, right.
Sunrise.
Yeah, he knew what he was saying. Sunrise. Sunrise, Fajr ends, mashallah. And then, while the sun is rising, you cannot pray at that time, right? You cannot pray at that time. After the sun fully rises, until the sun is directly on top, the entire time there is no salah. There's no fard salah. There's no fard salah. After the sun goes down from the center, it's known as the zenith, which is the center. Once it goes down a little bit, then the time of Dhuhr starts. Then you have until, let's say sunset is this, right? You have, here's Dhuhr starts. Let's say you have until, according to, there are two opinions. When does Dhuhr end and when does Asr begin? According to one opinion, when the shadow of everything becomes the same size. For example, the shadow of this phone will be the same, or the shadow of this phone will be the same size. That's when Dhuhr ends. One opinion. Second opinion is that when the shadow of everything becomes double, 2 times. So for example, one size of the phone and then second shadow of the phone. That's when Dhuhr ends. So there's a difference of opinion. Some people they follow the first opinion, some people they follow the second opinion. Both are fine. Okay? So depending on that, Asr begins. Then Asr lasts all the way until sunset. Until the sun fully sets. Until the sun fully sets down. And then Maghrib begins. Maghrib lasts for about an hour or so. And then Isha begins. Isha ends. What time does Isha end? What time does Isha end?
Isha ends when it's midnight.
Okay, one opinion. Someone else. Who else? What time does Isha end? Yes.
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Okay. Yes. What time does Isha end?
9.
9. Okay. Others? He's getting confused with the time of Iqamah. The masjid namaz, mashallah. What time does Isha end?
It should be until Fajr, right?
Until Fajr, yes. The correct opinion is that the time of Isha is all the way until Fajr. But it is makruh tahrimi, meaning extremely disliked, to delay Isha until the last 1/3 of the night. So you should not delay Isha until the last 1/3, because then you're delaying it too much. And without necessary. Some people they think that you cannot delay Isha after 12 o'clock. Many people they ask me this question. I cannot delay Isha after 12, and I say no, you can pray Isha after 12, but basically you calculate from Maghrib till Fajr, you calculate the entire time and you divide into 3 times. You divide into 3. And so the last third, ideally you should not pray in that time. You should pray before that time. Anyways, so as for the fasting of Ramadan, you can make intention basically from sunrise until the zenith. You divide that in half. That is midday. So for example, let's say today, sunrise is what? Let's say 7 o'clock, for example. Let's say 7 o'clock. Let's say Dhuhr starts, it's 12 something, but let's say 12 o'clock. Right? So 7 to 12, you take that time, you make it half. So 5 hours, 2.5 hours. So about 9:30, that you have until that time to make intention for the fast of Ramadan. Okay? I know it's a bit complicated, but follow along. If you have any questions, you can ask. Okay. Now this is the more important, more difficult stuff.